is Marge, and this is Imagine Over 50. Now, I wanted to let you guys know that Imagine Over 50 is now on Facebook. There is a community page where it's completely private, so you're more than welcome to go there if you need to. But today's podcast is going to be a little bit different, but not by much, you know. So here's the truth. I love to crochet. I absolutely love cooking. I love to bake. I love being with friends. I love being with my animals. I love everything else. But I also lost my job. Job elimination in December. Now, I had been about 2 weeks shy working 21 years, so I'm just going to say I was there for 21 years. I am 59 years old. And I thought, hey, I could find a job right away and I would be okay. Hey, I'm good at what I do, you know, that's what I would say. But so far it's not happening, and it's been 5 months. So I'm okay, really, about not finding a new job right now, you know. You know, I had to start over. And what I mean by that is because I haven't had a new job yet, you know. I have been doing my podcast now for a little while, and I'm starting to enjoy doing that with you guys. And, you know, I never heard of a story saying, market yourself. Huh? What do you mean, market myself? I don't know what that even means. Well, that's a good question. You know, my company is all about traveling, you know. I love to travel. I love to make my commercials. I've done that very well, and they're sitting on TikTok. I can't complain about that now, can I? You know, when you're over 50, you have to restart learning again, don't you? You know, what it was that you ever wanted to do. You know, you're going to ask yourself, well, what did I want to do? And you might hear little crickets going around, so, you know, for a little while. But you never asked yourself, well, what it was that I really wanted to do, you know? And then when you hear market yourself, it's a whole different what? Because it seems like you're bragging. And that you might be a little egotistical, and someone, an employer, might review that as, yep, this person's conceited, I'm not going to hire them. Okay, well, if you're telling me at an interview to market myself, what the heck does that even mean? You know, I learned about that through one of my travel training that I have been doing. And that one kind of stuck with me, you know? You know, I recently finished up a blanket that I had been working on, and it brought me so much joy that that was completed, and it's ready to be going off into a new generation. So I like that. You know, MC Nellis Travel is my baby. It's mine. It's all me. So I had to create a website. It's travelwithmcnellis.com. I had to come up with an idea of how getting leads for my travel agency. So I created some content, specifically ads for my travel agency, and I put them on TikTok. And I was so happy because I didn't have to pay somebody to do it. I was happily to do that. So part of my training and broadcasting was like, well, okay, there's a lot of things going on in broadcasting that most people will never hear about. I guarantee it. You know, when I started learning about broadcasting, it was always about the who, what, where, when. Okay. And you would come up with new stories about the who, what, where, when. And sometimes I think media kind of gets out of that who, what, where, when, and they put themselves more into an opinion. I didn't ask you for your opinion, just tell me the news. That's all I want. Is the news. So, I get it. I feel that at times media kind of strays from that who, what, where, when, but that's on them. That's not on me. So, the who could be about you. What? You're out of a job, or else you're looking for a job, or maybe you're just so sick of the job routine that you're in and you're talking about quitting. Let me tell you, it's a lot different when you're laid off, and especially when you're over 50 and you're trying to find a new job in today's market. You go on LinkedIn, you go through Monster, you go through Indeed, you go through Glassdoor, and you still can't find a job, and you start to panic a little bit, which is why I started to take a very good look at myself. So instead of worrying about what XYZ is doing, I'm going to start worrying about MC Nellis Travel, because that is my business that I have been really enjoying doing. But there's some things I want to let you guys know about Imagine Over 50. Imagine Over 50 was brought up, or actually came up by myself, where I thought, okay, I'm over 50. There's no resources out there. What do I do? How do I handle the emotions that I'm feeling? Which is why this podcast is there for you. I'm hoping that it becomes inspirational for you. I hope you laugh a few times. As you know, I come up with crazy stories about God knows what until it comes up. That's how I am. But, I believe in you. And when you are feeling down about yourself, and it does happen quite a bit, I want you to remember these 4 words. You ready? You're strong, you're worthy, you're intelligent, and you are resilient. And I just want you to take that in, keep it to yourself. If not, you can just share it across the world, whatever makes you happy. Subscribe to our channel on Imagine Over 50. It's really important. I'm working on keeping everything going with Facebook as well as TikTok, along with other things. So I'm definitely trying to keep everything going. And, email me if you need to at imagineover50@gmail.com. Or, just visit our webpage, which is Imagine Over 50 Community Support, and just sign in, join, and I'm constantly keeping a track on my Facebook stuff, so that way I can see it and I can approve you right away, and there we go. But the whole purpose was so that you could feel safe, comfortable in your own skin, and saying, if I hear, hey, I don't feel good about this, or I don't know how to reinvent myself, what do? You just figure it out. Well, not really figure it out, but you come up with ways of the fact that you need to be creative. Plain and simple. Have a great weekend. Bye.